Thousands of Australians participated in anti-lockdown protests in Sydney, defying public health orders. Over 3,000 mostly maskless people marched through Australia's most populous city, waving Australian flags and chanting. Now, the demonstrators flouted the rules on non-essential travel and public gatherings, a day after authorities suggested restrictions could remain in place until October. The protest turned violent fairly quickly as protesters threw potted plants, paint and water bottles at police officers. Some others physically assaulted the police horses. Now, at least 57 people were arrested at the protest. The demonstration came as COVID-19 case numbers in the state reached another record with 163 new infections in the last 24 hours.
Anyone who feels like what's happening with the COVID restrictions is just completely removed from reality and removed from being in touch with what's on the ground, please know you're not alone. There's a lot of people who agree with you. We're here just to speak and to let our voices be heard and nothing else.
After escaping much of the early pandemic unscathed, around half of Australia's 25 million people are now in lockdown across several cities. There is growing anger at the restrictions and the government's failure to provide adequate vaccine supplies. New South Wales, Australia's most populous state, has been 4 weeks into a lockdown to contain an outbreak of the Delta variant of the coronavirus. The state appears poised to extend a lockdown that was due to end on the 30th of July. Despite its struggle with the spikes of infections, mostly of the Delta variant, Australia has managed to keep its pandemic level largely under control. About 15% of Australians have been fully vaccinated, a rate that is well behind many other developed nations. The government is targeting full vaccination of the adult population by the end of the year.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.